Hi everybody, welcome back to Online with Alva. I'm Albanese and today I'm here with a tutorial for Zoom. I've been getting so many questions from my instructor friends and colleagues on how I'm using Zoom to run my online fitness studio teaching fitness classes. And so today I just wanted to come on and provide a basic tutorial on how to use Zoom, the settings, some hacks, and some tips that I use to get the best audio and the best sound. All right, before we get started, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to this channel for more content like this. Also put in the comments what other type of content you like to see on this channel. All right, let's get started. So let's assume that you already have your Zoom meeting set up and you're ready to go. So it looks like this. You either got your Zoom app open or you went to zoom.us and you're streaming from your computer and you got your meeting set up. Now, if you don't know how to set up a Zoom meeting, comment below and I'll put some instructions or I'll make another video on how to set up a meeting. But we're just gonna start from here. So you got your meeting ID and you're ready to hit start. And it looks like this. They're gonna automatically ask, do you want to join using computer audio? And yes, we always want to join using computer audio. And it's just basically using your laptop or your computer speakers as your audio. So we always want to say yes. Now, you come to a screen like this. If you got a profile picture set up, then that'll be on in the background. And if not, it'll just be a blank screen with your name. So let's talk about these buttons across the bottom. Now, I'm only going to go over the buttons that I use or that are important. So you got your mute button, your start video, participants. If you click this click this button, it'll show you how many people you got in your meeting, including yourself. You click the chat feature, you can see private and public chat, share screen, pause, and recording. Now, if you have the free 40-minute meeting Zoom, I don't think you have a capability to record, but if you teach more than twice a week, I highly encourage you to spring for the $15 a month premium version. You can do so much with a pre-recorded Zoom class. All right, so you may or may not have that depending on what version you got. So let's start with the mute button. All right, so there's a little arrow. You click that and these are your audio settings. The most important one that I want to point out is if you're not using any microphone and all you're using is your computer and your voice, I want you to click on this test speaker and microphone. You'll click on that and it'll tell you to say something and it'll repeat it back to you. And that way you'll get an idea of what you sound like to your audience. Same thing with the speaker. It'll play a little bing noise, and that'll be able to tell you how loud it's gonna be or what it sounds like. If you're using a microphone, you can do the same thing. You know, it'll tell you to say something, speak into your microphone. And then these up here, you'll be able to select, you know, if you got like a plug and play microphone like what I have, you'll be able to select it. Or if you're using a different type of speaker, you'll be able to select it here. All right, I encourage you to go in and just play around with the different audio settings depending on what equipment you're using so you can get the best sound quality for you. Everybody's will be a little bit different. All right, and then we're gonna move on to the share screen button. So I cover chat, cover participants, share screen is the next thing that we want to do. So in order for your participants to hear your music, whatever music you're playing on your laptop, you need to go here. So you're going to click the share screen button. A menu like this pops up, but we don't want this. We are not doing a conference call. We're not doing a presentation. So you're going to click that advanced button right here. Advanced tab looks like this. We are concerned about the music and computer sound only because that's what we want to share. So I don't care if you're using your Zumba app or you got music downloaded or you're using Spotify or Apple Music, whatever you're using on your computer. When you click this button, the people on the other end of your Zoom meeting are going to be able to hear, and that's what we want. So you're going to click that button and hit share. And then it'll tell you across the top, you are now sharing computer sound. And if you click that button, of course, you want to stop sharing. They won't be able to hear anything. So let's say that you are 15 minutes into your meeting, you've done your introduction, you said hey to the new people and the recurring people, and you start class. You always want to make sure that you can see this green thing at the top, because I can't tell you how many times I've started a class and I really think I'm doing something and they can't hear my music. I can hear it because I'm using a separate music source. Make sure that you see this green bar across the top. Every once in a while, you'll get a really, really brave participant who will unmute themselves and say, we can't hear anything. Thank God that you have one of those. Okay. So we got our sound on. So right now we got our sound on, we got our microphone going, and then we want to start our video, which you'll just click this button right here and then your camera will pop on. If you have the premium Zoom version, you click the record button and they'll ask, do you want to record on your computer or on the cloud? I recommend you do it on your computer, because you have all of your content on your personal computer. Nobody can hack your Zoom and steal your content. It's just the most secure way, in my opinion. So all systems a go. All right, let me know if I'm going too fast. If I am, you can just rewind it. So I got a handful of other features I want to highlight. If you click on, let's go back. If you click on the participant button, it'll pull up a little menu like this and you'll be able to see a list of all your people right here. At the very bottom, you have the ability to mute everybody. Sometimes your class starts at 5:30 and people don't get off of work until 5:30, and so they may come in a little bit late, 5:45, and you can hear them running the dishwasher, putting their shoes on, yelling at the kids, and they're not thinking, oh my gosh, I'm not on mute. Mute everybody multiple times. Some people will think that they've muted themselves, but they really unmuted themselves. Mute everybody multiple times. Just so there's less feedback and of course there's less distraction. So you can do that. Once you do that, it's gonna ask you, do you wanna allow them to unmute themselves? And you do. You want people to be able to unmute and say, hey, I can't hear you, or the music's messing up, give you feedback, or simply yell at you because you're making them do so many burpees. Not my people though. My people never, ever, ever complain. Right? Right. So you want to give them the ability to always unmute themselves. Okay, what else? There's these three little dots right here for additional features. So you click that. What I want to highlight right here is enable waiting room. Very important. So if someone gets a hold of your meeting ID or whatever, always enable your waiting room so that you just can control who comes in and out of your Zoom meeting. Maybe you're doing paid classes, and so you have a list of people who paid, and then you may see someone in the waiting room who did not pay. You can kind of moderate, and you can message them and say, hey, did you pay? Or whatever. So that's just kind of a little security for us to enable that. Of course, when there's a check, that means it's enabled, and then you just click it and you can disable. Okay. Other thing you want is mute participants upon entry. Going back to how sometimes people join and they don't realize they're not muted. As soon as they join your meeting, when this is enabled, everybody's automatically muted. Okay. So there's that. And then the last thing, of course, is how to get out of your Zoom meeting. Sometimes you got a group of members and they haven't seen each other since March, since we were able to see each other in person. And so maybe they want to visit amongst each other, but you got to go to another class. You can just leave the meeting, or you can end the meeting for everybody. Okay. So that's pretty much all I have. If I forgot anything or you want me to elaborate on anything, put it in the comment box below. I really hope this was helpful. If you like an additional video on the equipment I use, put that in the comment as well. Whatever you need from me, please let me know. I'm here to help. All right, thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.